I didn't expect to see her name on my phone that morning, 8 months after the divorce. She thought she'd left me.
I didn't expect to see her name on my phone that morning. It had been almost 8 months since the divorce was finalized. 8 quiet months where my life had slowly stopped feeling like it was held together by duct tape. I had changed my routines, my address, even the way I woke up in the mornings. I no longer checked my phone with a knot in my stomach, yet there it was. Her name, I didn't answer. Not because I was angry, but because I'd learned the difference between urgency and intrusion. If something truly mattered, she'd leave a message. She did. "I know you probably don't want to hear from me," her voice said, softer than I remembered. "But I saw something today and I just need to understand." I didn't call back right away. I finished my coffee, watered the plant by the window. I let the moment pass instead of letting it control me. The thing she'd seen was me, or rather, me with someone else. It happened outside the county records office, of all places. I was there finalizing paperwork related to my late father's estate, nothing dramatic. Beside me was Maya, my colleague turned friend turned something I hadn't rushed to name. She had offered to drive, knowing I hated parking downtown. We were laughing about something stupid. I don't even remember what. What I do remember is the look on my ex-wife's face when she saw us from across the street. Shock first, then disbelief, then something that looked dangerously close to regret. She had always assumed I'd stay frozen in the version of myself she left behind. The tired man, the accommodating man. The one who would always be waiting, quietly holding the door open. She never imagined I'd walk through it myself. Our marriage hadn't exploded. It had eroded. Years of being corrected in public. Of my opinions softened into jokes. Of being told I was too sensitive whenever I tried to explain how small I felt. When she finally admitted there was someone else, she framed it like a personal awakening. "I need to choose myself for once," she'd said. What she meant was she'd already chosen. The aftermath was clinical, lawyers, timelines, polite cruelty wrapped in reasonable language. She told people we'd grown apart. She told herself I'd be fine. I wasn't fine. Not at first, but I was honest. I started therapy. I stopped pretending I didn't need help. I rebuilt my days around things that didn't require permission morning walks. Cooking real meals, sleeping without waiting for a key in the door. Maya entered my life quietly. No drama, no pressure. She listened without trying to fix me. When I talked about my past, she didn't rush me forward or pull me back. She simply stayed present. That's why seeing us together shook my ex. It contradicted the version of reality she'd rehearsed. She called again that evening. I let it ring. Then she texted. "I'm not trying to interfere. I just didn't know you were seeing someone." I stared at the message for a long time. Then I typed back. I wasn't advertising. A pause. Then another message. "You look happy." I didn't respond to that one. The next time we spoke was unavoidable. A mutual friend's wedding. Small venue. No assigned seating. I saw her across the room before she saw me. She looked different, not worse, just unsettled. Like someone wearing shoes that didn't quite fit. When she approached, I noticed she was nervous. "I didn't expect you to come," she said. "I didn't expect to see you," I replied calmly. She glanced around, then lowered her voice. "Is she serious?" The question irritated me more than I expected. "She's not a rebound," I said, "if that's what you're asking." Her lips parted slightly. She nodded, eyes glistening. "I never thought you'd move on so, well." That was the moment I finally understood. She hadn't missed me. She'd missed the version of me that made her feel secure. "I didn't move on to prove anything," I said. "I moved on because staying stuck was killing me." She swallowed hard. "I made a mistake?" I didn't argue. "I know," I said. "You told me that months ago." Silence stretched between us. The music shifted inside the hall. Laughter spilled out through the open doors. "I thought you'd fight harder for us," she said. I met her eyes. "I did. You just didn't notice because I wasn't loud." She looked away. That night I danced with Maya under warm lights, surrounded by people who didn't know my history and didn't need to. At one point I caught my ex watching from the edge of the room, expression unreadable. For the first time I felt no urge to explain myself. Weeks later, she sent one final message. I hope you're happy. Truly, I believed her, and I was. Not because life was perfect, but because it was honest. Because I no longer had to shrink to be tolerated. Because the quiet man she thought she'd outgrown had learned something she never expected. Peace doesn't announce itself. It arrives when you stop waiting for someone else to see your worth. And once it does, you don't give it back.